Hey everybody, and welcome back to an update for Dum Dum. Um, First of all, before I get into the update on the comic, I just wanted to let you guys know I did get a notification from somebody, and they told me that they couldn't hear any sound on that last update I made, and I tried to investigate it, and when I looked at it on my phone, I could actually hear stuff, but when I got on my computer, for some reason, I could not hear anything. I think that I don't know why I didn't get any notification on YouTube um, as to why. I did talk about things that YouTube didn't like in regards to a family situation. Um, but I tried to be as vague as possible without saying anything, but I don't know if that had to do with it or not. But that might be why. So I'm sorry about that last sorry about that video. I can't really do much about it at this point. We're moved on now from that point. So that's all I can really say about that. Moving on to the actual comic itself, I do want to let you guys know that it is all the pages have been colored, and they're colored flats. I mean, they aren't done with shading and whatnot, but we're good to go when it comes to flats. I think there's 20 pages I need to start putting dialogue on, and then the remaining 7 pages just need highlights and shading and everything like that. And then I'll be able to move on to my next step. I do have all the steps written down, um, so I'll go over those, and then let me see. I got it right here. All right, so I've got about 12 more steps I need to take, but that's just kind of what I was mulling over. I didn't actually go thoroughly over them. But pretty much, I need to replace one of the skits. I don't know if you noticed when I open up that page, page 40, it's a one-page bit, and I'm going to take it out because of the way the story ended up developing. Um, so that's not going to be in there anymore, but I do need to replace it with a one-page bit because that's pretty much kind of how the comic flows goes anyway. So I have a backup plan. It's kind of a cop out. If I can't think of anything else, I'll end up using the cop out. But I don't really want to. I don't have to. Another thing, I think I might have mentioned this in this last video that you guys didn't hear. But I did mention that I wanted to make sure that I got the titles, the plots down for the 2 issues. I wanted 12 issues for this one, and with only 10 plots for the 12, I didn't want to start working too intensely on it in case I think of another thing that I want to put in there that might have been more important if I moved it earlier on in the series. But the good news is I finally have all of the titles for all 12 issues, and they're ready to go. Can't wait to start working on all the scripts and everything. So that's also awesome because now I can feel more confident just jumping straight into it. I need to work on, once I'm done with the colors, I'll have to review it all, do some clean up and changes on some things. I was doing that, and I know some things I didn't like, so I'm going to go back and clean those up a little bit. I need to probably going to start off with printing a black and white copy. So I want to make sure that all the dialogue is big enough to read. On a computer, I can just zoom in, and I don't really have any problems reading them. But obviously, if it's going to be in print, if there's some dialogue options that are very small, or dialogue that's small, you're not going to be able to see it. And I can see there's a couple of them where that's going to be an issue. So I know I have to go back and change those if I can't fix that because of what I'm trying to get the point across. I'll have to change some of the dialogue as well. So there's that issue I'm currently having, but I don't think it's going to be an issue once I go through that. Also, I know there's going to be some panels that are going to be too small, and at this point I think it is too late to change it because of the way it's all set up, so this issue will just have to deal with it. However, I'll be more careful once I get an idea of how it looks in print, of how big to make these panels and whatnot when I get to that point. This is technically the first comic that I've ever decided to actually try to print, and technically it's only the second comic I've ever worked on. So, yeah. I'll have to make the corrections. I still need to do cover pages, front and back panels, and inside covers, but I have an idea of what I want for those, so I'm not too concerned. They're going to be a little more fun to do, too, because you can cover the whole page. I don't have to be stressed out about that. I have a couple friends who will be willing to proofread the comic for me, which is awesome because it's very hard to get help and people to proofread these things, so that they are willing to do that, and I really appreciate them doing that. If they still, by the time I get it printed, they'll still do it. It's going to be awesome. So there's that. Then once they do the proofreads, find any issues, I'll go back and repair any messed up dialogue, and then do my thank you pages, and then get it ready for print. I still need to figure out the whole PDF thing and how that's going to happen. Hopefully that won't take too long, but we'll play that by ear. I haven't even looked at that step yet, but I feel like it's literally going to be a lot less of a hassle than what I'm doing with the whole comic itself. Also, and I keep saying also a lot, very sorry about that. I just got a lot going on. I need to stop doing that to you. The Because I am behind on this comic by about 2 weeks, it shouldn't have taken this long. I realized I probably would never have been able to get it done as like right by May 4th, but I shouldn't have taken till the 1st of June to do it. So I have gotten behind from that, and I had to get myself back on track. And I think one of the issues was I really started losing track of my goals, which last year, I think I mentioned this in an earlier video. Last year, a friend of mine and I said that we were going to do something with our life, and I told him I wanted to write a basic comic, and that's what I want to do. And I have a more serious one that I'm working on that I really want to get done. And the goal was to get the script complete by Thanksgiving. So I have about 6 months to finish that script up. It's all written out. I just need to clean it up. I've learned a little more about the characters, and so I need to fix their dialogue accordingly and rewrite pretty much what I can and get that done. And as soon as I finish that script, I will start releasing some concept art and kind of an idea of what the story is about. And I'll give you like the title and everything when I get to that point. I don't want to start saying anything too soon because I might not follow through if I'm not there. But if I can get that script done, there's no reason at this point why I should not be able to do the rest of it. And that's a bigger, like I said, that's going to be like a full 90-page script. I think it is the maximum I'm going for. I think I'm at 66 now. Once the dialogue cleans up, I might be between 75 and 85. So if I can get to that point, I'll be really happy. So it's going to be a bigger issue, and I'm going to make it one whole book, one story. So it's going to be a lot of pages. If I have to, I'll do it in 2 parts. We'll see how the the printer that I'm going to go through wants to deal with something that big, but we'll get these little ones done first. But that's pretty much, I think, everything I've got going on here for now. Let's just color this up while we're here. Might as well finish that up. Yeah. There's something else I want to discuss real fast. When it comes to Dum Dum, when I release the first issue, obviously I need to find a way to be able to make income to be able to print them and give you that first issue free. So what I'm going to do, I've already started getting together, and this isn't mandatory, obviously, only if you're interested. I am going to be selling a comic book style art book of all the sketches and stupid things I've been doodling while working on this first issue and getting ready for the series to come up with. A lot of them are pencil sketches. I really like my pencil sketches better than my digital sketches, so I'm going to include those in there. But there are going to be digital coloring versions of those pencil sketches. And I think there's at least one little one-page bit that I made of the characters interacting with each other. It's kind of a fun exercise I do while I'm trying to learn the characters and their personalities and everything. And so there might be 2 of them, but I'm saving one of them possibly for an issue, so I don't want to spoil it. So for sure there's going to be that, and then I'll have a couple of digital colored versions of my sketches in there too. So I want to go and throw that out there. It's going to be I would like to aim for about 34 pages on that one, but it might be about 20 depending on the cost of it. We'll know how much I'll be selling that for. I don't want to go more than $7 or $8 for it, but if you are interested in sketches, concepts, and as the characters develop and all that kind of stuff, that's what that's going to be for. So I look forward to getting that together. I've already started putting bits together, and it is going to be, if the printer will allow. I don't know if they'll even do it or not. Not if it'll be something out of their league, but it's going to be it's the exact same size as the comic, and it's going to be printed as comic book format. So that hopefully I can keep the cost down for anything that would normally cost for art books. That's why I'll try to keep it fairly low. And yeah, so we'll see if the comic books, if the printers will even be like, hey, what is this exactly, or if they'll just print it as long as it's in the format that they request. So I'm looking forward to that. Going back, laughing at some of these sketches, giving me some more ideas for future issues. It's just really exciting. I hope that there will be people out there who enjoy it, because I think it's funny. my sense of humor is, I don't know. I don't think my sense of humor is that special or different, but we'll find out when you guys read this. We'll see how many people hate on it. Because it's dumb. This is just a bunch of dumb nonsense, is really what it is. But I hope that you guys, if you are interested in that kind of stuff, I hope you guys will check it out. Like I said, the first issue is still going to be free, even though I didn't make it uh, into that time. You know, you're not supposed to undersell yourself or whatever, but I think that I think it's fair. Nobody wants to spend money on something that they think is dumb. So, anyway, that's all. Hopefully, we'll get some more progress going on this. It's coming along very slowly, very, very, very slowly, but it's what it is. You got to give yourself some words of, good job, because you got to support yourself somehow. All right. Well, I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully, this one won't get muted for whatever reason. And bye.